In This Week in Military History, we explore the New York City draft riots of the summer of 1863. During the American Civil War, the need for more soldiers led to the enforcement of the Conscription Act of March 3, 1863. This was a call for male citizens between the ages of 20 and 35 and all unmarried men between the ages of 35 and 45. A lottery system was used for this draft. However, for $300, an individual could buy a substitute to serve in his place. The working classes, who in New York were mainly Irish or Irish American, could not afford substitutes and were angered by a draft which did not include African American men. The first lottery was held on July 11, 1863, and was followed by 5 days of riots. At first, the protesters attacked government and military buildings and only assaulted individuals who opposed them. As the riots grew, those attacked began to include African Americans who were not included in the lottery because they were not citizens. A large crowd set the Colored Orphan Asylum on 5th Avenue near 42nd Street on fire. New York City Mayor George Opdyke requested that the War Department send federal troops to help keep the peace. By July 15th, the violence had spread to Brooklyn and Staten Island. On July 16th, 4,000 federal troops from New York regiments arrived and were able to halt the rioting. Racial tensions in New York continued during the period. However, in 1864, a New York volunteer all-African American regiment marched through the streets before leaving for duty in the American Civil War. Join us next time for another segment of This Week in Military History with the Pritzker Military Museum and Library.